Teachers Award recognizes individuals who stand out among their peers for various attributes and characteristics. And in order to recognize this, the University of KwaZulu-Natal, alongside many other universities in South Africa, offers rewards to affirm and to demonstrate how universities have come to value teaching.
The Distinguished Teachers Award is the highest accolade the University of KwaZulu-Natal confers on outstanding teachers at the university. As you know, the University of KwaZulu-Natal's new strategic plan, 2017, for the next 5 years, focuses on Goal 1, which is excellence in teaching and learning. I think this really reaffirms the institution's commitment to improve teaching, to ensure that the students that graduate at this institution do leave with an excellence in teaching.
A distinguished teacher makes a conscious decision to place his students rather than his subject matter at the center of his universe, recognizes the diversity that students bring into the classroom and is able to adapt and create productive learning environments and experiences for all of the students. Another attribute which in my mind distinguishes an academic is one who is keenly aware of the pervasive role of technology in all our lives, and particularly in the lives of our students, many of whom have grown with and into technology. And a good university teacher is one who appropriates and exploits the affordances of technology to enhance the learning experience.
Let's meet the 2017 Distinguished Teachers. The first awardee is Professor Naven Chetty, an Associate Professor in the School of Chemistry and Physics. Next is Professor Guegium Kana, who is also an Associate Professor in the School of Life Sciences. Lastly, Dr. Ansurie Pillay is a Senior Lecturer in the School of Education. Let's take an in-depth look at each of the awardees. Professor Naven Chetty is given the award for his outstanding contribution, high levels of engagement with the students, and his sustained contribution to the area of educational media and technological innovation.
Receiving the Distinguished Teachers Award is a really great compliment to me. It shows me that my teaching methods, which are sometimes unconventional, is appreciated and acknowledged to help develop a future generation of physicists. So for me, it makes a huge difference in reaffirming what I'm doing. Physics is an inherently difficult subject, and I teach from level 1 right up to honours, and I supervise masters and PhD. So each level has a different way that you need to teach it. One of the common threads throughout is trying to keep the student engrossed and entertained through it. I'll go out of my way to show them physics in an experimental format, because physics is inherently experimental. So I couple it with experiments, YouTube videos, and a lot of times I use cell phone applications.
Prof. Chetty has introduced me to new ideas, new areas, new ways of doing things that will even improve your result afterward.
That he has many good teaching and learning techniques that helps the learning capabilities and capacity of the students.
I can't be a good teacher if I don't know whether what I'm doing is working. So I often will quiz the students about whether they understand the material or if they appreciate the lecturing style. So for me, it's not just about using the tools that are available, but it's about understanding whether students engage with that.
Even when he was working on his masters, he always wanted to help his fellow students, and he's a dedicated teacher, and I think he does a wonderful job here.
The one thing I would like to share as a DTA recipient is that we need to recognize that the students are the most important. If we want to be better, if we want to really be the institution that is every student matters, number one, and number two, to live up to our motto that we are the true University of African Scholarship, it comes from developing our students, putting them first, recognizing what they need, and helping them to develop.
The next awardee, Professor Guegium Kana, has shown great leadership in taking on board the latest innovations in technology, using a wide and far-reaching blended approach, using the latest software available, not just locally, but also internationally.
I teach an interdisciplinary module that goes across biology and engineering. Therefore, to devise proper means for the teaching of such kind of module. I use a student-centered approach, which I take into account the different interests and ability of the student, and allow them to learn what they want to learn, and I serve as a moderator. I spend significant amount of time researching into innovative teaching technology, and my preferred repository is the one hosted by the University of Houston, the Laboratory of Innovative Teaching and Educative Technology. I'm able to use several Web 2.0 technologies to enhance communication, collaboration, creativity in my class.
Prof. Kana is a very good teacher. He's very dynamic and versatile with his teaching methods. It goes to hand in it to make students understand whatever he's teaching, like the courses and the modules that he teaches.
He has a very modern day approach to academics. He strives for us to publish papers, whether we're at honors level, master's level, PhD level, and I think that modern approach is something that a lot of supervisors in other disciplines lack.
The online wiki classroom which I implemented, it is an online platform where the student can join discussion forum, the student can post their comment, the student have access to the video resources, slide resources. The students could embark in the group project. The digital revolution as well as the mobile revolution have brought new channel of communication that can be exploited to enhance the teaching, either using social media or using other aspects.
One of the reasons I nominated Prof. Kana for this award is because he's such an inspiring lecturer. He really motivates students to think out the box, and he finds different and innovative ways for students to actually perform better.
It's quite obvious that the line between face-to-face teaching and distance education or online education is getting blurred. We have to be able to harness the new technology and make a shift from the previous standard mode of teaching, embrace new technology.
The approach that our third awardee, Dr. Ansurie Pillay, takes to teaching is one of transformative education and education for social justice and change. She has demonstrated a great deal of passion, support, and caring for her students.
I absolutely love teaching. I almost get a high from teaching. It's something I thoroughly enjoy. I miss when I'm not doing it. I try to get students to talk, to get their own voice, to understand their own identity, to not feel marginalized at all, to understand their place in the world, and to know that they can go out and make a difference, but to go out and say, what do I do in order to make a difference in my workplace?
And I'm amazed at how Ansurie, how innovative she is, and how she really is inclusive in her teaching.
And we've tried to create curricula that's going to actually talk to the 21st century student, to a student who has to be aware of the realities of South African classrooms, the realities of what they need to do when they get there. So I see this award, to me, as an affirmation of my attempts, but also the affirmation of my colleagues' attempts to do the same sort of work.
What I love about her is that she is not stingy. She is ready to share her knowledge. That is why we have grown so much well from the experience that she is sharing with us.
When I met her in 2016, when I came here to do my honors, is the fact that she's not shy to be blunt with the truth. And for me, that sets her apart in the sense that you would know that you are learning something.
My journey has been supported by some of the greatest minds at our university. And I've been blown away by how generous people are, pointing you to opportunities, opening doors, giving you chances to show yourself, and just affirming to you all the time that you can do it. And I find that absolutely amazing, this generosity of spirit from colleagues at the highest levels who are just so open to sharing, to helping, to advising.
It is pleasing to see that the Distinguished Teachers Award at the university has become a much sought after award. It is closely contested, very competitive, in a very constructive and positive manner.
Our awardees usually go on to compete in the National Teaching Excellence Awards, which is hosted by the Council on Higher Education and the Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association of Southern Africa. So I'm pleased to say that in the past several years, UKZN has won many of these national awards.
Well, there you have it. Those were the Distinguished Teachers for 2017. Until next year, UKZN inspiring greatness.